Hey, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm out here at the Colorado River, changing it up a little bit. I went to a different location this morning. If you caught that video, let me know. Give me a thumbs up on it. If you're watching the channel tonight, also give me a thumbs up so I know that you're still with me here. Appreciate it. There's a little bit of activity on the water this evening. It's 98 degrees out here. Humidity factor is probably within the 20 percentile or so. A lot of people out here on the bank, a lot. I kind of pushed myself away from everybody that I could so I didn't get involved in their family fun activity. And I didn't want to, have them get caught up in my line and stuff. Again, there's a lot of activity on the water, so don't know if the fish are going to be biting, but we're going to try anyway. I think I decided to change it up a little bit tonight. Let me show you what I got. Let's see how it works. I've already got one on the ground. Don't know how well these work or not, but hi, Barbie. How are you? Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, sweetie. Yeah, it's pretty busy out here tonight, honey. It's pretty busy. I think that's probably originally why I used to go later in the evening because there wasn't as many people out here on the water or the beach side, but it's pretty packed. A lot of watercraft going back and forth on the water, so I've got to be careful how far I cast out. Yeah, I'm trying these out tonight, hon. I don't have much faith in them. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. With it being a blunt top like or the bottom like that, it makes it really hard to pound it in the ground. I actually got one put in over here, so we'll see how it goes. Had to use a brick and a rock to hold it in steady. Pretty ingenious for being redneck, huh? Exactly. Hi, Fosbear. How are you? Thanks for joining. KFC, thank you, my friend. How are you? Thanks for joining the channel this evening. I'm actually out here on the Colorado River fishing an early evening fish. Right now, there's a lot of Lucia, thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. Um, there's a lot of activity on the water tonight, so I'm kind of being real cautious as how far I throw my line out. I like to really go out there and hear. I like to get it out as far into the center as I can for the most part. But again, with a lot of activity, I want to be respectful and mindful of everybody out there too. Once it starts slowing down in the evening later on tonight, I'll be able to go because there'll be a lot less water. What am I fishing for, KFC? Uh, Honestly, striper is what I've been really hitting out of here. I think I've only been one time that I was able to pull out one 5-pound bass. So it was good. It was good. Jacoby, how are you? Thank you for joining the channel this evening. Hey, do me a favor, folks. Hit that like button. That way I know that you're there with me. I appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I appreciate you having here. Subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell. That way you get everything that I put out content-wise. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I mean, it's a comfortable 98 degrees today. It's a beautiful day to be out here. Humidity is a little high, but not bad though. But overall, though, this is probably the first time I've been out here any evening time having the ability to fish under 100-degree weather. Sometimes I'll be out here at 112, 114, but it is what it is. That's why we call it fishing. Anyway, so appreciate y'all joining tonight. I may walk away periodically. I promise not that I'm not ignoring you. I just want to make sure everything's good on my lines. Just checking things out. You may be able to hear in the background a lot of noise, but it's family and all that, which is cool. So I'm okay with it. In fact, we got a watercraft coming by now. Jesus Rodriguez, how are you? Thank you, my friend, for joining the channel this evening. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I'm out here at the Colorado River on a bank shore fish tonight. Waiting to catch whatever will bite. Hi, Kahali. How are you? Thank you for joining the channel. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yes, we are fishing for whatever will bite, I should say. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that you subbed and liked it. Thank you, Fosbear, for subscribing. I appreciate it. My goal is to hit 200 by the end of, within a week, I should say. If I can get that, I would be pretty stoked. I really would. I'd like to hit 200 if possible, or even higher, even higher. Do me a favor though, hit that like button for sure, and leave a comment, even to say what's up. I'm good for it. I'll respond back to you. I promise. If I don't get to you live here, okay? Appreciate it. Wow, look at that, 12 viewers or so. Very good. Let's keep it going, folks. Let's keep it going. Appreciate it. That would be great if I could get to 1,000. I do too. I really, really do. It'd mean a lot. It'd mean a lot. Doesn't seem like I'm being pretty aggressive right now without the fish because, like I said, there's a lot of activity on the water, but we're still out here. But once it slows down, I'm sure the fishing will pick up. If you did not get a chance to, all right, take care. Appreciate you joining. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. How you doing, Brooke and RT? Thanks for joining tonight. I am actually at the Colorado River this evening. I was at Mojave, Lake Mojave early this morning. I don't know if you all got a chance to catch the video. Hello, Amanda. How are you? I don't know if you got a chance to catch the video this morning that I put out. I caught a little over 2-pound striper out there. Rusty, how are you, my friend? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you on the channel tonight, my friend. Yeah, I caught a little over 2-pound striper out there this morning. It was really good. It was a slow morning in the beginning. I got out there really early, about maybe 5:45, and probably by maybe 9:45 or so, I finally got that first big bite, and then it just took off for dinner. Oh, you live in Golden Valley? Hey, we're neighbors. Very good. I'm not that far from you. Not that far from you. Oh, I do too. I do too. Thank you. I love fishing so much. Thank you. I appreciate y'all joining the channel this evening. Absolutely, absolutely. We're just kind of keeping it chill here for right now because, again, waiting for it to pick up as far as fish-wise because a lot of activity. Appreciate it. How you doing? Folks, I appreciate you joining my channel. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Arizona Outdoors 6. You can catch me at Arizona Outdoors 64. There we go. There we go. How's my day been? Not been bad. I mean, I've been going and going, trying to catch some fish, as we say. I took about a 4-hour break or so. Had to go home, and the wife and I, we were filleting the fish out and getting it all prepped up. I took a nap for about 3 hours. I was pretty tired, and I got back up and came back out here. Cool weather today, and next few days, good time fishing. Hey, it's going to be a lot cooler here. Definitely, definitely. Oh, night for you already, man. Where are you watching me from? Let me know. I appreciate that. Yeah, this definitely is one of the cooler days for us here where I'm at. Yeah. I'm curious, if you're nighttime already, are you, oh, you're New York, so you're East Coast. Oh, very good. Well, hey, thanks for joining the channel out here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully it's comfortable weather where you're at. I think a couple nights or so when I was out here, it was like 113 out here with humidity. It was what it was. Anyway, let me check this poll real quick. Let's see. Oh, hey, Wyoming's a beautiful state. Beautiful state. I was up there many, 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 many years ago. A town called Cheyenne. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you guys are really hot out in New York? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel for you because we get it too. We definitely get it too. I think the hottest I've ever topped out in the area where I'm out here in Arizona, we topped out one summer at 128. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. Yeah, 128. It said on the. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Or Deborah? I'm actually at the Colorado River this evening. I decided to change it up this morning from the Lake Mojave area. Um, yeah, I think it was, yeah, the hottest we ever got out here since I've lived out here is 128. The nice thing about the river here, the water stays a constant 65 degrees. It seems like all year long, no matter what the weather is. The only thing that fluctuates different here is that we go up and rise and fall of the water level. Sometimes they may run it at one unit, sometimes 3 or 4, sometimes 5. Oh, they did move there this year. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Oh, it's amazing temperature out here in the Colorado River. You can't beat it. I mean, the only time it might be not a good time to go in is during the wintertime, which I've actually fished on Lake Mojave out there. Hey, Wild Bill, how are you? Cheers. Cheers. Welcome and for joining the channel this evening. Love to have you here. It's been a minute since we've talked, I think. About 3 or 4 years ago, my son and I and a friend of mine were out on the Lake Mojave and we were doing some boat fishing out there. And it was wintertime and we were getting some winds about 20 miles an hour or so. And boy, that was the first time I ever thought we weren't going to make it back because we were hitting white caps left and right with the wind and everything. And it was about 42 degrees that morning. It was cold, cold. Oh, I am using anchovy, indeed. Frozen anchovies, frozen anchovies. They've been really successful for me. I use that and a product which I call Magic Thread. You can find it on Amazon. It's a company that's called Scaletti that actually makes it. It comes in a 4 pack, and it was a game changer for me. A local fisherman, when I was out fishing one night out here, introduced me to it. I was like, "Holy cow! Where's this been all my life? Where's it been all my life?" And as soon as I bought some, I've been using it every time. It's been a game changer for me. So go on Amazon and check out a company called Scaletti or type in Magic Thread. That's what I call it. Magic Stream, Magic Line, Magic Thread. It should be pretty well known. You can get them in a single, double, or 4 pack. I highly recommend the 4 pack. Am I endorsing the company? No. Well, I guess I am. I'm not being paid to endorse it, but I like it. It's a good product. I think a lot of it because it's done well for me. It's done well for me. In fact, I think I might be able to show you a little bit. Give me a second to pull it up here. Yeah, I kid you not. It comes in a 4 pack like this, and it's amazing. I mean, it literally is thread. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's literally thread. It's elastic thread. It works amazing. I mean, as little as you want or as a lot as you want, it doesn't matter. It works wonderful. Oh, indeed. Indeed, trust me. Been there and done that. I had a lot of that this morning. A lot of times the river or the lake out here can get a lot of underbrush in it, so you just got to go with the flow on it. I mean, it's fishing, right? I mean, if it was always if you caught them every time, then you really wouldn't be fishing, right? Wow, Bill, that's what I've heard. I've heard it does really well holding that chicken liver on. Indeed, indeed. I'm probably going to eventually changing up some baits because I mean I've been so used to using the anchovies, but I really want to when I actually get back out on the river and not the river but the lake and start doing a lot more boat fishing. I want to try and go for cat. My very first time out there, pretty much my very first fish I ever caught on the lake, believe it or not, was catfish, and it was on an anchovy. That's what kind of surprised me because I thought it was a huge striper, ended up being a 6 pound cat. You know, that's a good question. I have not, but I have seen people who have done it, and it looks like a lot of fun. You never know what you're going to find when you're out magnet fishing, right? You can pull up anything and everything for the most part. I wonder if people made a lot of money doing that. Yeah, I wonder if people have. You know, we used to the. It's sad because we had a local bait company that was in town that I was pretty excited to have because where I live, it's a small town and it's growing, but it's still relatively small. And we didn't have any bait shops. The only one I think the closest that we had to was actually Nevada side on that area because they're big out there too for fishing by Lake Mead. But we had one, and unfortunately, it didn't last long. And then another one opened up, which I was really excited because it was literally I could just walk down the street and I was there. I didn't even have to drive. And yeah, they ended up closing it. But it's not a bad thing. I'll tell you why. Because he still kept the business. He's now a taxidermist, which is good, and he does a lot of hunted fishing guides and hunting guides and things like that. So yeah, it was good. Yeah, they do indeed. They make some money, indeed, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. You got it. I think the water's calmed down a little bit, so let's do it. I'm gonna check that bait real quick to make sure anything's on there. Put a little bit more magic bait on it, or magic thread. I want to make sure it doesn't come off. Appreciate that. Thank you, Fosbear. Appreciate that. It is indeed a beautiful area. I love it out here. Look, look who came to visit me. I've got a family that showed up. They see bait. A lot of baby ducks out here. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's a family night tonight out here. Come on, guys. Go on. Indeed, a lot of duckies. A lot of duckies. There we go. Kind of get it situated here so I can still read the camera. Appreciate y'all joining tonight. I really do. It means a lot. Tell you, there's times when I get out here, I just want to jump in the river. It's so hot. Yes, it does. One thing I can say is I've had to learn how to slow down. Um, yeah, it's definitely, it's exactly, it's worth it. It's so worth it. I always say even a bad day at fishing is better than a good day at work, right? Yeah, I love fishing. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it's cooler out here tonight. I mean, the cloud cover overhead is just amazing, and it blocks that sun. Yeah, fish, indeed, indeed. Hey, PA Sportsman, how are you? Thank you for joining the channel. Well, appreciate that. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it, Amanda. How you been, PA? Good talk. Good seeing you on the channel tonight. A lot of activity on the water for sure. That side over there has got a lot of congestion. That's why I'm not really aggressively going out with the line because I don't want it to get tangled up. Actually, I did. Not so far. I just got out here a little bit ago, PA. I did catch a good size, a little over 2 pound this morning at the dam area by one of our local lakes out here. Well, I appreciate that, Amanda. Thank you. I would be so grateful. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, I got up early this morning, PA, and went out to the dam area. And on the opposite side of the actual dam by the Colorado River, I was able to catch a 2.1 pound striper. It was a decent size for the most part. Kept that baby, took it home, and flayed it up. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm just waiting for the water to calm down before I really go deep into it because it's like there really is a lot of activity out here. You been doing any fishing lately, PA? Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Oh, nice. Sorry about the loss, but hey, I'm glad you caught the bass. I'm just watching these watercrafters out here. Woo, these guys are insanely dangerous. Hey, PA, I've never had muskie. What's it like? Oh, no kidding. Wow, 7 tortoises? Wow, that's not cool, especially when you don't want them. I was actually watching the gentleman Thunderstruck. I don't know if you've heard of him or not. He's on the YouTube, right? Oh, does it really? It tastes like walleye. Interesting. Okay, nice. I always wondered what it muskie tasted like. Yeah, as I was sharing earlier, that gentleman Thunderstruck that's on YouTube. He was out fishing last night, and he actually caught himself a giant turtle. And I'm like, I guess that's a thing. I don't know. Oh yeah, he's amazing. I follow him too. I like him. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing that people eat that. I guess they do. I've never had it, but hey, I'm not opposed to trying it. I'll tell you that. Oh, did you? Okay, so you did see it. Okay, perfect, perfect. That thing was huge. There's got to be a certain way they probably cook that. I wouldn't know though. I'm trying to figure out how it could be done. No kidding. Wow. So there's definitely a lot of meat on them legs, huh? Nice. Nice. It's interesting because I'm willing to try anything as far as food wise. I've eaten some stuff that most people kind of like, really? I'll take care, Fosbear. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Are you going to go fishing tomorrow, Amanda? Perfect. Get out there and do it. Indeed. Um, I had, I don't know. I like food in general. I'll tell you straight out, I do. I've had Rocky Mountain oysters. I've had lamb brains. I've had frog legs. I love those. I love the Rocky Mountain oysters. I thought they were pretty good. Oysters are good. Squid. Yeah, I like it all. Oh, perfect. Yeah, please do, and I'll definitely watch it. Give you a like on it. Looking forward to seeing it. Alrighty, 10 viewers, 10 likes. Much appreciated. Let's keep those numbers growing, everybody. I appreciate that. It definitely helps out the algorithm. PA Amanda wants to know where you fish at, buddy. Allegheny River. I have not heard that river in so long. That name, boy, that brings back memories for me. PA. I used to live in Pennsylvania when I was a little boy. Lived in a little town called Lock Haven, near Jersey Shore or Dunstown, I should say. You familiar with that area? Yeah, I loved it out in PA. It was gorgeous out there. Yeah, I love it out there. It's just such beautiful countryside. I have a lot of good memories of being there as a child. It was just gorgeous. You know what? PA, Arizona is beautiful. It really is. I mean, it's a different type of desert. I think the two states I think that have the most unique deserts is going to be Arizona and New Mexico. Just something about these two desert and these two states. Oh, I'm getting a bite. Hang on. Hang on, folks. I'm getting a bite. I didn't want to yank on it too quickly. Waiting for that certain one. I'm not sure. I may have pulled out may have done that too quickly. I felt it. Oh, I feel it tapping. Ah, he might be on. He might be on. Ah, yeah, he took part of it. He kept biting it, though. He kept biting it. Darn it. A little bit longer. I should have waited. He was tapping it, though. I thought for sure he was going to get it. Okay, so that was the first official bite of the evening. I'm actually kind of surprised because as active as the water is, I'm really surprised that they were actually biting. I thought for sure it would be a problem. You know what? I'm going to switch this bait out. Yeah, I got you. And I agree 100%. I'm going to change about real quick, though. Got to tell you, though, I'm actually surprised that I was even getting a bite because of all the activity. But that's a good sign, right? Chovies. Chovies. I remember asking a little while ago, I think it was on one of my lives, I remember asking a viewer, or a friend of mine actually, I'll even ask you guys, for those of you who use anchovies for bait, would you rather have a bag of halfway up to the head or halfway down to the body? Me, I personally think head down would be good. I'm sure they're good no matter what it is, but oh, no kidding. Wow, I've never tried those. I've never tried those. Good evening, Misty. Thank you for joining the channel. I appreciate that. First time here? Appreciate having you. I thought the same thing. I really did. I always thought the head was the best part. Thank you. I appreciate that, PA. So it's not me. I mean, I'm not crazy. Appreciate that. Thank you, Misty. Like PA says, remember what it was. That's going to be the trick, right? I'll tell you, I got to be honest. I look forward to the cooler weather coming out here because I don't mind the summers. I just wish they were a little bit shorter, especially for out here. I don't mind them though because it's needed for sure. But fall and spring and even winter is probably my favorite 3 seasons. No kidding, PA. Storm lures, huh? I might have to check them out. Can you purchase them online, or does the Bass Pro Shop sell them? Oh, so you basically troll on your canoe. Nice, nice. Oh, perfect. Appreciate that. So it's called Storm Lure. Okay, perfect. Appreciate that. I'll definitely check that out. Thank you, Misty. I appreciate your subscription. I truly do. Thank you so much. The state I used to live in, I fished quite a bit. And since when I moved out to Arizona, I took a hiatus for a long time. And striper, I've never fished for until I moved out here. So it's definitely, I'm definitely loving it. The fish I used to catch out in the state I lived in was trout, cat, and bass. That was predominantly what I went for. Never really caught carp, but we had them. But it seems like when I moved out to Arizona, things kind of slowed down for me. But I just got back into really heavy fishing again, maybe about 3 weeks or so ago. So it's good to be back out here. And I learn from every one of you that I watch on YouTube. So I pick up your techniques and see how you do it, and I try to implement it and see how it works for me. A lot of good material out there, though. I mean, I've seen some things like there's no way that would work, and it ends up working. Indeed, it is. PA, indeed, it is. It's like a mental reset, you know. I think everybody should fish. Well, I got a bunch of baby ducklings right here. It's funny because when I first came out, threw my pole in the water, they saw the bait. I literally had like 12 of them right here. It's beautiful to see baby ducklings though because it tells me they're repopulating. Yes, but I still look at them as food. Indeed, I do. I do. The state I used to live in, I was an avid waterfowl hunter. But you're safe here, guys. Don't worry about it. Well, welcome to the channel, Canyon Fishing. Appreciate you joining. Starlink? No, just regular cell service. Surprisingly, I get it out here. Heck, I can't afford Starlink. It's way above my budget. Appreciate you joining, though. I don't know. I'm thinking about buying a pair of waders when I bank fish. So we can get in the water a little bit deeper. Whoa, whoa. Fish on. Nice. All right. Fish on. Ah, all right. It's all good. It's a dink. But what do we say? A fish is a fish, right? She's a baby dink. All right. Let's get this little guy back into the water. I kind of agree. He was still there. Indeed. He was there. Thank you for the fight, little guy. Appreciate it. Man, those tiny ones, they impress me so much. It's because they put up such a fight. I mean, when you're reeling them in, it almost thinks like you're getting a big one. Wow, that's kind of impressive. Well, let's rebait. Let's rebait. Yeah, indeed, it was still on there. Believe it or not. Probably most of it was gone for the most part, but it was definitely a good hookup. Indeed. That's all that's left of it. You got to bite for sure. Well, thank you, Barbie. I appreciate that. All righty. Hey, PA, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for joining the channel this evening, man. I enjoy our chats when you're on here, but uh, have a good evening and you be safe out there when you're fishing, all right? We'll talk soon. Take care, my friend. Appreciate you, though. Appreciate everybody who's still watching me. Thanks for staying on board. It is just such a beautiful night out here tonight. I can't believe how nice it is. We got to wrap this thing around the um, the head of the hook about 4 or 5 times. Wrap the rest around the body. I think I'll get a little bit of refresher on the water. A little thirsty out here. Good stuff. That's probably one thing I don't do enough of is drink water, and I should. I don't know why. I've never been a fan of it, and I should be. All right, we're going to take you back out here again. As you can see in the distance over there, it's not so bad now, but it was pretty packed earlier. All right, getting you set up here. All right. I think once it gets a little darker, I'll set some. Whoop! Already? No. It's like, man, it could have been. We'll set some lights up, and when I know the river's not so active, I'll throw the heavier pole out there with a heavier weight. This line here is a medium to light. I got a 14 pound on it, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 14 pound. I don't think I went any higher than 16 on it. Got a bite. All right. Didn't set the hook in time. Need to learn that 3 to 5 second rule, right? Appreciate you joining the channel tonight. Who's still watching? You know, folks, it's actually not uncommon sometimes to see wildlife up on the hill over there. I think there's section down there where it's really green, and that section over there. A lot of times when I'm out here fishing late in the evening, I think we have a huge family of raccoons that live in that area out there. Sometimes I'll hear them in the water. Whoa, that was a big fish out there that jumped out in the water. Give it a few more minutes and then I'll check the bait. That last strike that I got was a pretty big hit. Want to make sure I still got something on the end of that hook. Getting the bite. Getting the bite. Oh, not yet. I waited even. Good. Sounds like the fish are getting a little bit more active now. Ah, let me check that pole again. Let me check that line. Yep, as I thought. Took it clean off. That's all right. That is all right. Took that big bite, took it clean off the hook. Not a problem. It's kind of cool because we caught that fish this morning. When I went out there and caught that fish, I went home to fillet it and couldn't find my fillet knife. I'm like, oh my gosh. I know I had it somewhere, so the wife told me, she says, go buy another one. I go, hey, let's get an electric one. Let's make it easy. I'm really lucky. My wife She lets me buy whatever I want for fishing. She's a good woman. I appreciate that. Sweetie, if you're watching, thank you. Thank you for being who you are. I love you. Thank you for always seeing me through with things. Hey, Mr. Stacks Racks, how are you? Good evening. Yes, the sun is still up here for the most part. Thanks for watching from Texas. How's the weather out there? Is it warm and humid? It's been a minute since I've seen you on the channel. I know you've been busy. All right, let's get this back out in the water. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know, I'll tell you straight out, my friend. My heart goes out for you guys out there in Texas with everything that's been going on. I am so sorry that you guys are dealing with that. You guys are getting hit pretty hard. Not that I want to bring it up, but just so you know, a lot of us out here in Arizona, we feel bad for you guys. We really do. Yes, it was July 4th. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, my friend. It was July 4th. Glad to have you back, man. All right, let's get this cast back out in the water again. Let's try that one again. I didn't like the direction that one went. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm kind of funny about casting. We'll reel it in slow. That way I don't lose the bait. I'll tell you what. Thank goodness for that magic string, that magic thread. Because that was the only thing that was hanging on to that bait. All right, let's try that again. 2 hours or more, really? Wow. Yeah, anytime, Mr. Sax Rex, anytime. Like I said, we feel for you guys out there. We really do. Let's try this again, huh? 'Whoa, that is some crazy stuff right there. This got a wave runner just went total vertical, inverted. Man, these guys, you got to be careful out here. All you could see was the bottom of that jet ski, straight up vertical. That was a nice wave. And whatever they're doing, please be safe. big time on the edge. Yeah, it's almost a sad thing to say, and I don't want to change subject to fishing, but the reality is that out in this river every weekend during summertime, unfortunately, there's fatalities every weekend, and it's like it's totally preventable. I get it. I get that you want to try and do new cool stunts and all that. Trust me, I've been there and done that, but it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Years ago, I was actually on a wave runner with my son, and we were at one of our local lakes in the state I used to live in, and I was doing stunts and stuff with it, and yeah, I almost ended up paralyzed, and thank goodness I wasn't, but I did some damage to my back, and yeah, sold those things 2 times on them. Both times, first time wasn't my fault. A friend of mine borrowed it and said he knew how to operate one, and ended up slamming into me full bore. Second time was my fault. I said, "Yep, I'm selling them. I'm done with them. I am not trying to live my life on the edge unless I'm fishing." Yeah, it looks like my fellow angler next to me here, who looks like he may have caught a fish. Good for him. Maybe a little premature. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, I could have done some serious damage. I really thought I was going to be paralyzed. I couldn't fold my lower back or my legs or anything. It took like 3 people to get me out of the water into a boat. It's those toys are no joke, man. That's why I don't mess with them anymore. Well, the ducklings are back. Hi guys. Well, they're getting really close here. Getting real close here. Whoa! Got a bite. There we go. Please have it. Oh, too busy looking at ducks. Shame on me. He's on. He's got to be. Yeah, he's got to be on. It's got to be an awful small one then. No, nothing. What the heck? We hit hard. It really hit hard. Yeah, it may not be a bad idea. May not be a bad idea, sir. Yeah, it hit hard, my friend. It hit hard, but it didn't set it. Not a problem. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. I'm not giving up. I want that fish. I am not giving up. I want that fish. Oh yeah. It took quite a bit. It took quite a bit. It sure did. That's a good size one, I bet. Cause that pole bent pretty good. That's why the ducks are here. They know they're getting free bait. You know, it's funny you should say that, my friend. I was actually looking at a couple of them at the Walmart store locally here, and yeah, I have thought about. I've entertained that thought for sure. A lot more finesse fishing. Yeah, I've actually thought about it. There is a gosh, one's a telescopic, but it doesn't go. I think Well, I don't know if it would be a micro pole because it's really not, but I don't think it takes anything heavier than a 4 pound test line on it. So yeah, I've thought about it. Kind of, play with it and see how it goes. One can never have enough poles, right? Or fishing equipment for that fact. All right. Let's get back out to the water. Oh, no kidding. Tasking, huh? Nice. I appreciate that. I'll have to check it out. I've been looking for a really good one that I can mount on the wall. I know that Walmart tends to have those foamy ones. I'm not a big fan of them. They look too cheap. I would love to have a nice one that would make the bedroom. I'm gonna hang them up in there anyway, so because providing the wife's okay with it. If you're watching, sweetheart, if you're okay with it, thank you. But but the reality is, yeah, I've been looking for a nice pole, a rod holder in the house. A built-in reel spoiler. I just caught that. I'm so sorry. So your rod holder actually has a built-in spool ruler, a spool reeler. That's awesome. That is really nice. How much something like that cost? Well, still $70 is not bad. I'm gonna imagine it's probably went up in price now, but still, I mean, if it's a really uh, well-made product and it's worth it, yeah, by all means, it's worth the money. I mean, geez, you know as well as I do, my friend, we probably spend anywhere from 35 to $85 or more on lures or something that they're going to work, and probably even 5 times that amount on a good rod and reel combo set. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I mean, yeah, I appreciate you looking that up for me. Oh, it's not bad. 50 bucks. And it's got a 4.9 star review out of 5. So you know it's a good product. Very good. I need to go check out that site. CastKing.com, is it? You know, I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube on planer boards. It's a different version of downrigging, I guess. You're doing it when you're trolling. Um, it's pretty interesting how it works. Now, I understand the concept of downrigging, but the planer board, I guess, spreads out your multiple. If you have multiple poles in the water, it tends to spread them out farther so they don't intertang. I wonder if that'd be good for. Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to kick the phone. I wonder if that would be good for, like, say, behind kayaks and canoes. Oh, no, no problem. They're called planer boards. How you doing, Rocky Mountain? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, they're planer boards. I think the spelling might be Planer boards, and they're designed basically if you have multiple poles in the water. I've seen a lot of people who like troll or yeah, I guess troll their lines in the lake or whatever, and what they have a tendency to do is they'll take each line that you have and they'll space them apart. It's a certain way that they cut the board that actually causes them to fan out, so everything doesn't stay together. It's pretty genius. It really is. How are things in your neck of the woods, Rocky Mountain? We're fishing the old Colorado River this evening. I've already got one small dink one. I let it go. Surprisingly, I was able to catch it because this river is busy right now. Oh, very nice. Going on a camping trip. Perfect. I'm getting bites on the pole. I can feel it. Waiting for that big one. He's just nibbling. He's nibbling. Well, thank you, Mr. Stacks Racks. Appreciate you staying on with me as long as you have. You take care of yourself, and we'll chat again, my friend. Appreciate it. Take care of yourself and be safe out there, huh? Indeed, indeed, Mr. Rocky Mountain. I love that. Exactly. Tight lines for sure. Tight lines. Come on. I feel him biting it. I can feel him tapping the line. Just wait for that good hit. Well, good evening, Mama Goat. How are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. I trust all is well in your area. Yeah, Rocky Mountain. I was out doing some fishing early this morning at a different location, a little ways down the road from where I'm at, just past our dam area at the lake. And it was slow morning, but by the time I got done, I was able to catch me a little over 2 pound striper. Oh, he's biting it. He's getting it. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, Mama Goat. Appreciate that. Just out here relaxing, doing a little bit of night fishing. The river is starting to slow down a little bit as far as with people on it and watercrafts. I'm actually surprised of getting any kind of bites. I've already pulled out one dink earlier. A beautiful day to be out here fishing, no doubt. Let me check that line. I wonder if he took it all off. He kept nibble, 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 but never hit it struck hard. Oh yeah, that's what I call a smart fish. He nibbled it. He got it clean off. Oh, I gotta love it. Yes, indeed. I believe there are some good fish, some smart fish. No, not tonight. I am not. I'm actually at the Colorado River. I was at the lake earlier this morning. Did some fishing out there. I was out there about maybe 5:45 or so this morning, so about maybe 10 o'clock or so. It was a slow morning, but not bad though. I ended up coming home with a 2.1 pound striper. It was pretty quiet on the water though, for the most part. I mean, not much was going on. It didn't seem like anyway. My wife and I, we were getting ready to prep it and fillet it, and I realized I didn't have a fillet knife. I couldn't find mine. So my wife told me to buy another one. I ended up buying electric. I'm glad she agreed to it because it was a game changer. But I still want to buy a regular one though because I believe in all honesty that, you know, feeling and sensitivity of it, feeling the bone and all that, you don't want to take away from that. But boy, that knife sure was nice. It was called the old timer. The old timer for sure. I kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of me, even though I'm not really old, but I feel it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Yeah. My wife always tells me that I'm older than I am. I always felt I should have been born like in the 40s. I just think about things like I think about life differently sometimes. But that's just me though. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's me. But I'll tell you what, fishing has a way of putting things in perspective sometimes when you just get out here and fish, right? It gives you time to think about things. All right. Indeed, it does. Indeed. Ah, I think I went through almost two of those today. I'm not a water drinker, but when I'm out fishing in this warm, I'll drink it. Let's get you back out at the water with me. Very good. You know, it's kind of cool as I'm in the process of thinking about getting a logo or design for my channel. And I think I have one or two in mind that I'm thinking about. And so, not anytime soon, but that's in the process, I say. Actually, it's not too bad, Rocky Mountain. Not too bad at all. Not bad at all. It's nice. It's comfortable and cool. Oh yeah, yeah. You guys used to having muddy water or stained? Already getting a bite. Wow. Oh, yep. He's on. It's got to be a small one. Well, maybe not. It sure felt like it. Nope. Okay, we're gonna put it back out there. Boy, that was odd. It felt like it was a bite. I felt it tap. Oh yeah, it was. He took the whole bottom half off. Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. We'll try it out. I know, right? Dang. Oh, okay. Some lakes are. Yeah, it was a good strike. It felt like it hit. See, it's doing it again. I give it a few minutes. Nothing happens. I'll pull it out and rebait. I think this morning when I was out there at the river or the lake area, it was pretty quiet. I mean, I wouldn't say it was glass, but it looked pretty calm. Uh oh, looks like we got the river police coming up. You see the boat hauling buns with the blue lights going. It wasn't bad today. It was cooler than normal, Mama Goat. It was cooler than normal. I think we topped out at 98 degrees with some humidity, but overall, it wasn't bad. We've had cloud cover most of the day, which has been nice. It's been real nice. Well, the headlights, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's all good. But yeah, I mean, the weather wasn't bad today. It really wasn't. I can't complain. It's probably the nicest it's been in about 3 weeks or so because we've been getting some really hot weather. I wish I could say it's going to stay, but no, that's not the case. It's going to be warm. We're probably going to go back up again in temperature tomorrow. Oh, indeed it does. Indeed it does. Good evening, Yeet Man. How are you? Thank you for joining the channel tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. Do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of my content. I appreciate it. Yeah, the cloud cover definitely made a huge difference. fishing wise, it was still slow in the morning, like I said, but overall, though, it was still a successful early morning for me. I ended up pulling at least a decent size out of there. Well, it looks like the beach might be clear soon. Oh, folks, I wish it was exciting to say I got a fish, but I think I got stuck on a rock. Yep, I think I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Let's check out that bait and wait and see what happens. Or the hook. I would imagine it's gone. Ah, yep, it's gone. That's okay. It's all right. Time to put a new one on. I did indeed, man. I did. I got one baby one already. If they get a certain size, I put them back because I want them to get mature and grow. Um, I did really well this morning, though. If you get a chance to check out this morning's video, it's I didn't classify as it a short because it wasn't a short, but yeah, I caught me a little over 2 pound striper this morning. It was a good day. There we go. What in the world did I do? Isn't that amazing how that works? How's it get wrapped up like that? Is that even possible? There we go. I may have to set up some lights pretty soon. Hello, 94. Let's see, is it Aldafo? If I'm not saying it properly, I do apologize. I do apologize. Thanks for joining the channel tonight. I appreciate it. First time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are fishing at the Colorado River this evening, and bait of choice will be anchovies. I have a question. Maybe y'all can answer this. When a hook looks like this and it's been beat up, you think it's time to change it, or should I continue on with it? It seems to still be working. Let me know your thoughts on it. Keep it? Indeed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gosh, everybody knows fishing product tends to be going up a little bit in price, but you know what though? That's our passion. That's what we do, right? We love to fish, and whatever gets the job done, we need to get it or keep it. Here's an interesting question. How many of you have fishing gear or fishing poles that have been in your family for more than 20 years or so. I'm just curious about that. Just curious about that. Interesting. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate that. Also, a heads up to my phone is probably going to be going out pretty quick. So I do apologize if I do have to cut it short. I will reattach again. I will because I will just make it a part two series for tonight. We agree with that. Is that okay? Because again, I'm at like 20% on my phone. I don't want to lose it. So I can always charge. I got a rapid charge in my pickup, so we're good there. But again, if I end up going off, I promise just hang in there. I'm gonna get the phone charged back up and activate it back. We'll call it a part two. Are we okay with that? Just in case. Whoa, get away from me. Don't want to get stung by that bad boy. All right, let's get to fishing. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate that, Mama Goat. Wish they designed phones that would last longer than an hour on battery life. But the good thing about it is I'll be able to eventually cast out my heavier pole weight. Yeah, it can drain the battery for sure. It can. I've been looking at a couple of other options for like video items. GoPro, I mean, they're decent. They're pretty good, I guess, for the most part. The thing that I'm having that I've even a lot of people have been reading about, the thing I have with my GoPro is it tends to, when it gets too hot, it shuts down. It's like this morning. It was warm, and just as the GoPro shut down is when I caught that fish. I'm like, really? Thank goodness my phone was up and running. But yeah, I've been kind of looking around to see what other types of video equipment that we can use that's inexpensive but still effective. I mean, they're making stuff pretty cheap now that you can buy it. Doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, but you're still getting that four, what do they call it, 4D quality or whatever it is, that super awesome video picture. I think they call it 4D. I don't know. I'm old. I don't know. I had some stickers made up. I was pretty excited to get them, and I got them in the mail. I'm like, what is this? Well, they said 8 inches. I thought 8 inches in height. No, I'm like if it was a half inch in height, 8 inches long. I wasn't too happy about it. You know what? I have to 100% agree with that one, Mama Goat, because it's like things are just rapidly changing so fast. It is hard to keep up with things. I mean, gosh, I remember as a little boy reading comic books, like the comic Dick Tracy, where they had the phone you could talk to, and they actually have it now. Other stuff, I'm like, imagine what they had way back when that we didn't know about. Ooh, that's a nice, cool breeze coming in. I like that. It's that breeze that you get just before the sun goes down. Whoa, this one is nice. Appreciate y'all still hanging out with me. I'm curious. I see a lot of YouTubers that will do those 4 and 5 hour videos. Wonder what kind of equipment they're using. Yep, that is so true. That is so true. It has already become obsolete before you even get it home. Thank goodness a lot of fishing material is not like that. It's been around for a long time and there ain't been much changes to it. It's still a hook, a pole, a line, and bait. Simple as that. Well, welcome back. Glad to have you. Oh, got a fish on. Oh, come on. Are you on or not? I keep feeling it hit. Okay, it's on. It's on. Wasn't sure. All right. It's a baby dink. It's another baby dink. Okay, relax there, old boy. Relax. You got it. Let's get this guy off the hook here and put it back in the water. I'll be right back. Yeah, he's a tiny one. I'll put him back in the water. Thanks for the fight, my friend. Good job. I always say those little ones, man, they're the most aggressive fighters of all. They really they kick a whop. I'm telling you, it just blows my mind how them little tiny ones do. Oh, okay, really interesting. It's good to know that. Thank you for letting me know that, Mama Goat. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just started getting into the I just started getting into the microphones recently. Um, this headset I think does work with YouTube. I'm not sure though. I know that when I do the video, my regular video without YouTube, it does work. But as far as when I'm connected to YouTube Live, like now, I don't know if that works or not. So, do me a favor if you could ask your husband if he uses a microphone while he's doing live. How does that work? Because I don't know. Because I know with regular phone video, it'll work. But when I'm live, I'm not sure if it does or not. I appreciate if you could do that. All right, not too shabby. A fish is a fish is a fish. Hey, thank you for great conversation tonight. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Okay, so I have that also because the one I'm wearing right now is Bluetooth. I just don't know whether it's actually the headset that I'm using that's working, or if it's actually the phone that's picking it up. I guess I have to do kind of an experimental live with it and see how it works. So it's good to know that it works. So I appreciate that. Thank you for asking him. That means a lot. Hey, great conversation, by the way. Thank you. I enjoy it. Wow, this weather right now, it feels literally, it almost feels, I won't say fall, but it almost feels like it's starting to cool down a little bit. Oh, it sounds like the microphone is working. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I guess you're right. You can get that distinctive sound. It does sound, I don't want to say hollow, but it does sound like different than I guess it would normally on a regular phone speaker. So awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let's get back out in the water here. Awesome. I got to tell you, that is like a cool idea. These couple of kayaks are coming up. Can you see them out there? That is really unique how they have the lights and stuff on them. I guess what they do every so often out in the area that I live in is they have a group that gets together, they're kayakers, and they light everything up at night as they're floating down the Colorado River. That's kind of pretty cool. I've seen them where they have multi-color lights. They do everything and anything on them. It's actually really cool. There's a lot to do out here. I'm real fortunate to live out here. All right, let's get this pole back in the water, huh? Yeah, my phone's advising me I'm at 10%, so I may have to shut it down soon. Let's see if we can get one more on before it shuts down, huh? And then once it does, I'll get it quickly charged, and then we'll go from there. So if you're still with me on the channel right now, if I go silent on you, I promise I'm not done. It's just that my phone is not holding a charge, and I'm about ready to lose it. So I will do this. We'll call this part one, and we'll do another live as soon as the phone charges, and we'll call that a part two. All right. Just want to let you guys know. That's something I definitely want to work on, how to keep something longer as far as for live. If you're joining the channel for the first time this evening, welcome, welcome, appreciate it. Not a problem. I will. You guys too. Have a wonderful evening. Tell your husband hello for me, and you guys enjoy your. I take it you guys are going camping, right? Yeah. Have a wonderful, wonderful, safe weekend or whatever time you're taking off. It's always good chatting with you. Hey, you need to be comfortable. I 100% agree. My tent days are over. Not a problem. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. My tent days are over. 100%. Enjoy your time up there and your stay, and we'll see you next time on the channel. Take care, okay? Be safe out there. All right. Have a good evening. Well, folks, what I might end up doing is canceling this live out. We'll consider this to be part one because my phone is about ready to die. I'm going to do a quick charge on it and we'll get back up on it again. All right. So appreciate all of you who stayed and who hung out and chatted with me. Appreciate it. All you new subscribers, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you for your support. And as always, as I say, keep those lines wet, tight, and fish on indeed. We'll see you on the next one. Till then, take care.